Okay, so over the last few days, we had some really cold weather. It got down to 33 degrees here. And this is some of the frost damage we experienced on the farm. We had a lot of stuff covered with frost cloth for protection, as well as the nursery will show. But I just want to show what happens, the difference from having like trees out in the open, where there's nothing to protect it, versus like, go look at that banana over there, just pan to it. So that one is like more protected by the big trees under it. And that banana will be fine. Come look at this small one here. He's got like torched. This will still grow, but this will just stun it back a few weeks. Like these leaves will probably end up turning brown and falling off.
It's hard to tell because there was already red in the leaf, but these ones that are all brown, that's from the cold.
So this is a mango. I just covered this because I had an extra bag. You can see this did pretty good through the frost. This is Valencia Pride mango. And these bags are pretty cool. They're like, so they have a zipper on one side, and then they have like they were just real easy to cover the small trees with. You see we got another banana here. It had some frost damage. This will come back though. So we didn't really worry about the bananas because we figured if they freeze it won't be a big deal. But this is what I was most worried about. We're growing a lot of soursops, and this is one we had from seed. And you can see it had some damage, but it looks like it's still pretty healthy. That's like frost damage there, but these look like pretty good green leaves here. So I think covering these up with this was the right move. Let's see the rest of them. I think this was our biggest one. So. We just left these bags on for like 2 days. 2 full days, 48 hours. And some of it died, but I think it probably helped to make it through the frost. This one I wasn't sure if we really needed to cover. This is a UQ longan. Looks alright.
Looks pretty good.
It's kind of cold still, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
It's cold.
I feel like the leaves are usually a little more plump. But. See what else we got. So this was another mango. And we had some mangoes in the yard that we didn't cover at all. I just left uncovered, so I'll be able to see the difference. These ones I really tried to cover because they're out in the middle where it's real open here. So this gets like the most cold. Look at that.
Looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah, even the new growth. I thought it might die, the new growth. Yeah.
What's this one?
I think that's a fruit punch or orange sherbet.
Orange sherbet.
Orange sherbet mango. We have a problem out here with the deer. And a few of our trees, every time they get big, the deer come and knock them back. But this is an Anna apple.
Yeah, I noticed that before it was
I don't know if we gotta
cold.
cut that branch or what's going on with that one. This is a lychee. This is Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Sweetheart lychee. Air layered. We got this from Larry Schatzer. Oh, this one got torched.
That looks pretty bad.
So this area of the yard must be a little more cold than the other area.
This tree's littler too than the other ones.
Yeah. I was thinking about not bagging this one just to see how bad it would do. But I'm kind of glad I bagged it.
Yeah, that looks pretty bad.
I think we have sour truffle deer I didn't bag.
Did you bag that one?
No, let's go see that one. So all those ones were bagged. We're gonna look at one that was not bagged now.
And it's pretty open right there too. It's a little bit more covered.
Let's look at these first though. There's a mango season over here. And this did fine. It's actually pushing new growth.
Wow, that's funny. New growth on the mango seedling.
The fly mark looks fine. I wasn't worried about this. I heard these are like citrus. They can handle pretty cold. Even though it's supposed to be
Is this damage or new growth?
I think that might be new growth. I think Coco, one of our cows, knocked this over one day and might have took a nibble on it.
Took a nibble on it.
Guava looks good. The tea grape.
That looks nibbled on too.
Giving everything a taste. This looked bad before, so I don't think it'll change much. But look at this. Sour top over here.
Ice cream bean.
So this one's supposed to be fine. And we have a jackfruit over there seeding.
Yeah.
But this is by the pond,
This one doesn't look
and
bad.
it's under this pine tree. So it might not seem like much, but just being next to a tree and having a body of water next to it, I think kept it a lot warmer.
And then this jackfruit was already all dead up here just because we neglected it with water.
This one
And
was struggling before we transplanted it.
the new growth is
Gonna make it.
it's fine.
Yeah. Let's go see the nursery table because we covered that up. I want to see what made it on there.
Okay. Cut to that.
All right, so this is our two nursery tables. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough frost cloth, so we were only able to cover that table. This one had a lot of sour sops on it, and that's what took the most damage. You can see there's some frost damage on some of these. They look like they'll bounce back after a few days, but hopefully we don't lose them all. There's some down here that look even healthier though. You can see just being under the oak tree. How much of a difference it made. These ones don't look as good.
Yeah,
Still not
a little
great.
better.
Those look pretty good, the bigger ones.
Uh-huh. The 1 gallon.
Even got little Jabuticabas
Oh, that's good.
that didn't
Little
take much damage. 'Cause-
Sabra seedling.
Yeah, these are little Sabra seedlings.
Honey.
And it got down to 33 degrees. So, ice cream beans is fine by the house. I moved all these. Fine by the house.
Yeah, the ice cream beans over here look great. That's a Mame Sapote seedling.
More Jabuticabas. Starfruit seedlings out here. These all look fine.
Jabuticabas. What's this little one? Is that the blue grape?
That's blue grape. Hush. Alright, let's uncover this one.
I'm gonna show the star fruits. And then these are all longans. Looking really good. And then a few loquats. Just all from seed. I want to show the Kaimitos too.
Plenty of trees too. Those are not supposed to handle cold weather, but they're alright.
You know what? This I think is a rambutan. You can't really see. I'm pretty sure this is a rambutan.
Yeah.
It it might get the effects later and die later. But that's pretty cool to see. And then here's some bigger Jabuticabas. Looking good. And then here's a few Kaimitos in 1 gallon star apples that look pretty good. So, yeah. Alright, we're gonna uncover this table.
Alright, so we just took the frost cloth off of this table and everything looks pretty good. It got down to 33 degrees, but we have this table up under the oak and it's in a warmer part of the yard and the frost cloth seemed to help it live. So these are Rollinia deliciosos.
Talk so we don't get copyright.
Yeah, so we got like a bunch of these. They all seem pretty good. There's a few that were dying before we had the freeze, so I think whatever wasn't gonna make it, the frost probably took out, but it looks like we have a pretty good amount of them survived. And these are jackfruit seedlings. And the more I learn about the jackfruit, the more I get excited. A lot of people say they can fruit these in 3 years. And these are about 4 months old right now. We were thinking about it just the other day. So these are just about 4 months old. And you can tell they got some damage from the cold, but they'll bounce back. These are really strong trees, the jackfruit. So, what about this stuff? Ice cream beans doing good. This is Gwinnett from seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks fine. This is supposed to be really tropical, so everything looks pretty good.
Mostly just ice cream beans
Even
here.
have a soursop over here. We have 2 of them in bigger pots that look like they did all right, just by having the frost cloth over them.
A little bit of damage.
So I think next year we need to get frost cloth for each table if we're gonna do more stuff. But
Hopefully it won't get too cold next year.
yeah, let's go look at. So these are the Limonias. We had these covered. We grew these from seed. How old are these now? Not very old.
That's a good question. 3 months or something?
Something like that. Not very old at all. But over here we have some big trees.
Actually, less than those are like 2 months old.
All right, so these are like probably 2 years old. These trees. I was really worried we were gonna lose these through the frost. This one actually before the frost lost all its leaves and then flushed out a whole set of new growth. And you can see it looks fine now. It's actually flowering. And I had this covered for the first night of the frost. I just put a big sheet over it and then closed it up together with a bunch of clothespins. But we had high winds. I noticed it was really leaning the tree over. So the next night I just took the whole sheet off, and it seemed like it did fine. And this
You didn't have it on last night?
No, I took
Wow.
it off. Yeah. So this made it down to 33, and I mean it's still holding leaves. This one over here.
What happened to this?
I think the wind hit it. Maybe something dug it up. Don't step on it right there. But this one I think will just flush out new growth. This is how this one looked a few weeks ago. So
Wasn't
It's
this
still
one
holding
was
on
like
flowers.
this though, right?
it was just starting to get like this. Yeah. This one actually had a little fruit on it, but then it aborted.
This one we didn't cover, right?
No, I didn't cover this one. But then look, we got bananas over there that are fine.
Let's go see the banana.
Oh, there's one more mango we should look at.
We
too.
didn't cover much over here, huh?
I didn't cover anything else over here.
Wow.
So everything else did good.
This looks a little bit.
So the bananas will bounce back, even if they die all the way down. Look, it's putting a new pup out.
A little bit of damage.
You see the new pup starting?
Yeah. That's a Gros Michel.
Yeah, nothing really got damaged. Not too bad at least.
Ruby Supreme Guava. Are the flowers still up there?
Yeah, it's got little guavas setting up here.
Oh. Nice.
So that,
That one looks fine.
This is what I wanted to see though.
Oh.
This is our Julie mango.
Yeah.
It's a dwarf mango. I'm probably gonna have to take the fruit off if it makes any fruit, but this handled the freeze,
This thing's going crazy.
or near freeze, I guess. It was 33 degrees. It was the lowest. It's still holding flowers. And we put this by the pond. I thought having it by the pond would help keep it warmer when there's nights like that. And it seems pretty good. Because last year we had the 2 big mangoes and they lost all their flowers when it froze.
Yep. Over there.
Yeah, everything looks good. Even over here there's we got a Sabra jablacaba in the ground, and then next to it's a papaya. And the idea is we'll just cut this papaya down after a few years, and the jablacaba will grow. It's very slow growing, so.
Chimitos back here look fine. You want to show them?
Yeah, let's look at the chimitos real quick. These were much smaller when we planted them, so it's nice to see them
Yeah, they've been doing pretty well.
starting to put out some size finally.
We kind of neglect them.
And we just put them back here. These are from seedling chimitos.
Yeah, just little purple Chimitos.
You got these from Echo.
Yeah, we actually bought these. Like you said.
We got guava, one ice cream bean,
Little ice cream bean.
another guava. The roselle held on.
Yeah.
I thought maybe these would fall off. This is the dwarf cavendish that just hasn't done much since we put it out
This
here.
banana is like a year and a half old and it's just done absolutely nothing.
We don't water it or anything. And this one looks like it's even trying to put out new growth, which is pretty
Wow.
crazy.
This looks really good.
So this is under a canopy too, so I think
And really close to the pond.
I think being close to trees and close to water will really help you. Oh, we got a soursop over here we left uncovered too.
Oh, that doesn't look good, but here's our praying hands banana that we just planted and that looks fine.
Custard apple right there. It's probably too close to that, which is a soursop.
Right there.
Yeah, this is the.
No, that's a the one we're not supposed to grow. What's it called again?
I thought that was. Is it cherimoya? I'm pretty sure. It's
Yeah.
custard
I think it's cherimoya.
apple. We got turmeric, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But this is the soursop we left uncovered. And you can see it got some damage, but I'm pretty sure these leaves will just fall off and it'll
Probably
flush out
be
new
fine.
growth. The avocado looks good. The sugar cane we recently transplanted is even putting up new growth.
Oh, we thought we killed this because we forgot to water it, and it was in this teeny little pot that it could barely fit in. But it's growing. That one is. This one not yet, and this one didn't get sick in the first place, but that's doing fine.
We got a black sapote over here that looks totally fine. These are pretty trees too.
Yeah, these are fun to grow.
Probably new, huh?
Mhm.
Looks like it didn't like the cold.
Yeah, it's a little bit sad.
It's not the time of year to grow sweet potato anyways. This is one of our white sapotes, the Densler white sapote, which is supposed to bear fruit all year round. And it looks pretty good. It actually pushed out flowers once before the frost, but they fell off a while ago. So hopefully this does good. We got some avocados up here too.
Oh, these
Everything up here
avocados
looks
look
pretty
fine.
good.
Do you know the race of these avocados?
The race?
You know how they're like Mexican, Guatemalan, and
Oh, I'm not sure.
oh.
This is the Brogdon. There's the Latin name, that might help you. So this one's supposed to have a soft skin. Edible skin.
Did it get chewed by a deer? Is that what happened? I don't know what this is. Yeah, I feel like this is a bug. Mexicola.
Yeah. Is this in the dye sugar apple or just a sugar apple?
This is the one you got me for Valentine's Day a couple years ago.
Oh, this is a sugar apple?
I think they said it was like an Indian one.
I thought it was Thai, but
I don't know why. I don't remember.
this thing looks like it's grown a lot since it's been around.
This thing is a trooper. What is this?
A red hybrid. Jabotacaba.
It's grafted.
I'm pretty sure it's grafted. But it doesn't
Whoa,
seem like
what
the freeze really bothered it. I don't know
Can I
what
get
that
that
is.
off?
Yeah, let's pull that leaf off, huh? Might have just been like a moth or something.
That could have been something good, but let us know what we just killed.
We have a little one over here. So this one looks like the cold weather bothered it a little bit. But
Is it Sabra?
yeah. Not too bad.
Is that it?
I'm gonna show them this one too.
Oh, another praying hands.
It doesn't look that bad.
Honestly, it looks fine. We like just planted these They were in like 1 gallon pots.
Here's the other soursop. We can take a peek at. Oh, we got some.
Starfruit. Yeah.
I mean, it's not looking great, but it's not looking too bad either.
Probably would have been better to cover these, but we're always thinking last minute, and we didn't have enough frost cloth, so.
We only covered the ones that were out in the total open. This one has like a little bit of stuff to protect it. It would have been better.
Pretty big canopy right here.
It would have been better to have a frost cloth on it.
Yeah. Next year, hopefully we'll be more prepared.
Mulberry looks good.
Yeah.
I hear
Mulberry
these
looks good.
lose their leaves through the winter, so cool.
That's it?
I think so.
Fair
There's more
enough.
plants we can show them. Let's go show them the stuff by the house.
Oh, okay.
We had some really tropical stuff that I didn't think would grow out here, but it's doing well when we have it facing a south wall. So far so good. Alright, so we had a few pots I tucked away over here. This is the south wall we have. And the south wall is always good to keep your, the plants you want to keep warm. You want to put them on the south wall. But we have a Adamoya here. This is a Priestley Adamoya. It still held its leaves. This is how it was looking before the freeze, so it's pretty good. This is the Achacha, or Achacha-Roo. It's the Garcinia humilis. But this is also supposed to be really tropical, and you can see it barely got any damage, if any. We got another Jaboticaba out here. This is a grafted Grimmel that has a lot of Sabra on it still. I got a Venus Mango, Miracle Fruit. And look at this Araza back here. So this is the Araza, or Araza Boy. And this is supposed to be very tropical. You can see it had some frost damage from before, but it's gonna make it. Look at these bananas up here. They didn't fall down and freeze, so that's pretty good. And then this was looking a little better yesterday. This is probably what we're pushing the zone with the most. This is a Santal. Look at the tag down here. Santal. But this had new growth coming out in a lot of places. You can see up here. And it looks like the frost definitely had some damage on it. But I think it being tucked away back here under this banana and closer to the south wall would have been good. Here's another Achacha-Roo. So this one should have been closer to the south wall, but it's doing all right. And these got blown over in the hurricane. This was damaged from the last storm. And then we got little coconuts that we just put out here. And you can see all the green growth.
Right?
Yeah, they look fine. So, some little tips to make your plants survive through the freeze if you're pushing the zone. Let's see this one too. Yeah, so you can tell this isn't doing like, it's not loving it, but it's not damaged. This is a Fuang Tongue Starfruit. And I love these trees because they just make so much fruit. And you can see the name there, Carambola Starfruit. Fuang Tongue variety. It makes like a nice white starfruit. But it's even trying to shoot new growth out here, you can see. So it really wasn't bothered that much. And I think that's because it's close to the house. I think that's part of the reason, so. Cool. Thanks for watching.